اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد.
So this is the main concept where the lying is conditionally allowed. That is called Tauria. And what does Tauria means? It's using a word or phrase or a sentence with multiple meanings and interpretations, and then it is not a lie, right? And these are the examples of Prophet Ibrahim and his Tauria. You know, in other school of thought said, "Oh, Prophet lied." No, nauzubillah. We cannot say, we did not, or we don't say that. We say no. Prophet Ibrahim did the Tauria, right? And when arguing with the worshipper of sun and moon, and breaking the idols, when going with his wife Sarah, so he did the Tauria, not lie, because we believe in the concept of Ismat and Tarike Ola and everything. So they said that many people said, but we said that no, he did the Tauria. Because we believe in the absolute Ismat, infallibility of the prophets claimed at Prophet Ibrahim, but he did not lie, but he did this concept Tauria. Okay. And then we have some istafta regarding our Maraji, like the question asked to Agha Sistani, is Tauria allowed in some situation? He replied, Tauria is allowed in general situation. And then asked from Ayatollah Kuya also, that is Tauria allowed in all situations? And he said it is allowed in general situations, provided it should not cause any mischief. Any koi shararat ke liye nahi, but general situation where it's really needed. And even there are so many stories in the era of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Even there was one case filed against divorce, and the Dhulan family came and complained that the groom had committed a fraud by claiming that he owned the animal's business. And after the marriage, they discovered that he is just a cat dealer, not the castles of animal in general. Imam dismissed the case by saying that it was not a fraud, because he did that. They said that he have an animal business, so he did not mention. So that is a kind of Tauria, that he was just a cat dealer, but he used the word animal. He did the Tauria, and it is important what the other person is understanding. So Ahl Sunnah are also convinced about this concept. There is a whole chapter of Tauria in their books also. And we can use it in our general daily life, but we have to be very careful, as if we don't know its details and have no expertise, it might turn into a lie and a sin. Okay. So for example, if you are doing a receptionist job and boss is saying that, okay, he don't want to talk to anybody, he doesn't want to talk to anybody, and he said that, say that I'm not at the office, and we don't want to lie, it is a haram, gunah kabira. So if we don't lie, boss will fire us. So what should we do in this situation? So Tauria, I'm just giving you an example. You can do the niyat of empty seat and say boss is not there. So you have to do this. Just have, visualize there's an empty seat and says boss is not here. So you have to learn how to do Taurias. Lying is not allowed. Okay, so these are the examples. Many people get forced to speak a lie based on a social formalities. You need to be straightforward to refrain from the sin. You don't need to lie to make someone happy. So not like if we are using Tauria and all things, if we even don't know. Even there we have example that one day that Imam was coming from the masjid, someone followed him to his house, Imam Jafar Sadiq. And then after reaching home, Imam did not offer him to enter his house. His son Ismail asked him the reason, and he said it was because he was not ready to welcome him now. Then why should you offer him something unwillingly? So this is an example. So we have to be a little bit straightforward in our dealings. Like another example of Ayatollah Brujardi is also, like he always used to tell the truth. Once while, Ayatollah Brujardi, he was studying, and, even our ulama, when they have a dars, they study, and, so many responsibilities. And when a visitor came to meet him and he said, I'm busy, please come after other time. The visitor was happy and he told him straightforward and not met with him half-heartedly. Because when we do something half-heartedly, we cannot give our 100%. So we should be straightforward if you have to do something. So even if you do half-heartedly and you say yes, just tell them the situation and then they will understand, instead of saying yes and then in stress and tension, then you even cannot do all of these things. And there are so many examples. Somebody not at home, like if even for the children. So for the example of phone that you put, he is not there, like the empty seat of a boss. If you said assume something and say he is not here. And even regarding the foods, if you don't want to eat, you can say I already ate and full, but you do not have to do a different. Yeah, so these kind of things. And even somebody asked, like lying to your own spouse and children. So ihtiyat wajib is lying to your wife and children is also haram. Turiya can be practiced. And then there's a question in istafta that can I lie to my future husband about my past? So answer, it is not permissible to tell him what is not true. It is not obligatory to inform him about all your past. It is not wajib on you that you have to tell him all about your past, all your previous proposals. No, don't do that. It is not wajib on you to tell. And one should not expose their sins, because we don't have a concept of confession and all that. So you don't have to tell, okay, expose your sin. It is not recommended and secrets to anybody. So this is all the things. Many people, many girls, they don't know, they don't have any free counseling, and then they tell all the things before, what happened, what proposals, even their cousins who gave the proposal, and then there some misunderstanding might arise, and then fitna can arise. So you don't have to tell everything. And regarding the inshallah, like where it is allowed saying inshallah. So if we say that inshallah, I will come but don't have intention to go, when it is haram, but what we really mean that it is in Allah's hand and it will be okay. But if we don't have intention and then we say inshallah, then it will be haram. Okay, and same as false promise, we cannot do that.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد